Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGeek webinar series, our endeavor to impart techies. We believe that sharing of knowledge is the key to enhance our skills and grow us as professionals. With this principle in mind, we have initiated a series of webinars conducted by industry experts to give you all a crisp insight of various domains. The topic of today's session is Implement Quality Processes Using Agile Methodologies. Our guest speaker today is Mr. Thiruvenkadar Rangarajan, freelance quality and security consultant. Mr. Thiru has more than 20 years of experience in quality and security processes development and has extensive experience using agile methodologies both in manufacturing and software development. He has developed and implemented processes for CMM, CMMI 1.1, CMMI 1.2 L5, and PCMM 2.0. He has implemented successfully high maturity practices involving statistical management for CMMI Dev L4 and L5. He is familiar with statistical tools like Crystal Ball, Minitab, and Sigma Excel. He is vastly experienced in development of skill matrices, which directly contributes to organizational profitability. At present, he is working on integrated and essential quality and security processes for SMEs. So without further delay, I introduce you all to our guest speaker. Over to you, Mr. Rangarajan.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This presentation is about Agile in quality process and how to implement quality processes using Agile methodologies. We'll establish during our discussion that Agile can be effectively used for implementing quality processes. Quality processes could be from CMMI or ISO. But what do they need for implementing quality processes? There is an urgent need for quick implementation of quality processes in today's situation of high expenses and low revenues. Quality processes are highly useful to reverse the situation in an organization to cut down costs and increase profitability. Nowadays, Agile is used widely for software development with benefits of quick implementation and high productivity. In similar fashion, quality processes can be implemented across the organization using Agile methodologies. We'll have the agenda. Implementing quality processes widely across the organization is essential to spread the culture of delivering defect-free products to avoid rework and maintenance expenses. For quality process implementation, generally we use waterfall method. This method is very common and popular and similar to waterfall method of software process development. Normally, quality process implementation takes about 18 months to 24 months or even more. Organizations cannot wait that long to implement the quality processes. Deliveries cannot be stopped till quality processes are implemented. Also, deliveries cannot happen without quality processes. There is a contradictory situation. Training will be happening for quality processes implementation in training rooms. In the workplace, developers and testers will be asked to deliver without bothering about processes. This is a peak-end situation. In this situation, people lose faith in quality processes. The question in their mind would be, if my organization can accept deliveries without quality processes for that long, why should we put effort to implement the quality processes subsequently? This is the beginning of end of the quality processes in the organization and beginning of losing customers. Also, there will be a smart marketing person who would tell the customer that the organization is preparing for so-and-so quality certification. But unfortunately, the supplies will continue to be as usual, delayed and defective. The customer loses confidence. To solve all these problems, Agile methodology helps. Agile methodology, if followed right, helps us out of this situation. Agile is like driving a sports car in a race. If people without adequate experience drive a sports car, it will not only hurt the driver and also the bystanders who are in our case stakeholders. Agile methodology, if rightly practiced, helps a lot to reduce the time frame for implementation and improve productivity. The basic idea is to break down the project into smaller pieces and execute them in a proper sequence so that the customers get a continuous and early delivery. Customer is happy. Instead of waiting for 6 months or more for a delivery, he gets working pieces early. There is another advantage. The supplying organization gets the feedback about the correctness of delivery, and hence they can take corrective action even before completing the project. They can also ensure similar defects are not there in the other pieces to be delivered. The overall delivery time and implementation time, that is the time taken for the customer or the end user to put the project for use, is reduced, and a win-win situation for both. Supplier organization is happy that the costs are less, and the customer is happy that he is getting a working software early. So the key to high profitability is reducing or optimizing the task and minimizing the resources. Once you succeed to reduce the task, resources, and documentation, and then with the motivated people, the profitability increases. Agile scores in this. By breaking down the task to smallest possible deliverables, the planning is minimal and the tasks are optimized. Execution is faster because motivation is sustained due to continuous deliveries and successes. Also, if documents are minimal and restricted to just required and unnecessary documents are avoided, it adds to profitability. All these are not possible unless the organization has been practicing the quality processes and possess high process maturity. Agile can be applied to all areas in the organization, including marketing, and hence Agile techniques can also be used to fetch more projects. In this discussion, we will establish Agile methods can be applied to implement quality processes across the organization successfully and faster. We also look at the complaints and problems as reported by the organization about quality processes and see how they have no basis. Agile is not a new methodology or invention, but only part of the present quality processes. It's just another way of doing projects by breaking down the requirements to smaller pieces, and there is the advantage of executing smaller requirements by early successes and motivating people. We will rewrite the Agile manifesto for implementing the quality processes and also rewrite the Agile principles for quality. We will also verify suitability of Agile for quality process implementation. We will also see Agile is not different from quality processes of CMMI or ISO. Finally, we will look at the wrong perceptions about Agile and what will happen to the organization if Agile is not implemented properly. We will summarize by looking at the things that will make Agile successful and make the organization strong and fragile. Next slide. Why quality process? Let us first define a process. A process in its simplest form converts inputs into outputs. This conversion is caused by a series of interrelated tasks and resources acting on the inputs. Let us consider an example. Plan a project is a process. The plan is the output. The inputs are requirements. The resources are required to convert the requirements into a plan. We need people to perform the job, maybe a project lead or a project manager. He needs a tool to prepare the plan, maybe a MS Project to prepare the plan. He needs documented and approved requirements as input to prepare the plan. He has to perform certain activities. One activity is prepare WBS, that is work breakdown structure, and another activity is prepare estimate. All these activities need to be documented so that this can be practiced across the organization. This document is called procedure. Templates may be required to record outputs and measures. All these form part of the process prepare project plan, that is input, resources, activities, documents, and output. Out of these, activities cost more time and money. More the number of activities, more time we spend, and more the time it costs more. Resources cost money. For example, project managers, leads, teams have to be paid salaries. Preparation of process, that is procedures, templates, etc., consume time, and hence cost. Tools cost. Hence, to minimize cost, we have to reduce the activities and ensure minimum time is taken, minimum resources are used to reduce cost. The primary purpose of implementing a quality process in an organization is to ensure customer satisfaction by supplying defect-free products and on-time deliveries. By doing this, money spent on rework and maintenance is saved. If the organization looks at the expenses, many organizations will find rework and maintenance expenses form a big chunk and are more than even salaries. Also, delayed deliveries impact other opportunities and thus the organization loses its possible future revenues. If the organization produces repeatable results, that is more or less similar quality products and more or less similar deliveries, then the process is stable. If the process is stable, losses are reduced and revenues increase and many sources of income will open up. Having a quality process implemented in the organization is always profitable. Look at the other scenario. There is no quality process implemented in the organization. There will be a total chaos. No one will know how money goes and where from it will come. Cash flow will be uncertain. Customers will desert and good employees will look for better opportunities. The organization will be burdened with half-finished products and not so good employees, and the losses will mount. Hence, having a quality process established in the organization is profitable, and income realized by having a quality process will be many times more than the quality implementation cost. Next, common complaints on quality processes. Common complaints about quality processes are the objectives with which quality processes have been installed and not been realized. If the objective is to impress the customer with a quality certificate and expect him to place orders just based on the certificate, then it is not a realizable objective. Customers are equally aware of the quality processes, and if the client has a quality certificate, they expect him to supply on time and without defect. In some cases, the customers even have gone to the extent of complaining to the certifying authority on what basis the certificate was issued because of the bad products received. The customer has even gone to the extent of commenting that he will not recommend so-and-so organization even to his competitor. The second complaint, it takes a long time, is valid. 15 to 18 months minimum for process implementation is of course a long time. During this period, normal work is affected and delivery suffers. This happens if the life cycle chosen for quality process implementation is not right. For quality process implementation, we use waterfall method. This method is very common and popular. Another common complaint is too much documentation. Documents are necessary but are to be kept to minimum and optimum. If documents are less, preparation time and cost are less, and hence maintenance cost is less. But one needs extensive experience for optimization. Too much documentation will be there. The process are imported from some other organization and not tailored for a particular organization. There will be too many wasteful templates which have no purpose. We'll go to the next slide. Why these complaints? Some organizations set the objective as to get a quality certificate like CMMI or ISO and expect the customer to place orders. Customers are wise. They use the certificate only as an entry pass and judge the suppliers based on the deliveries. Delayed deliveries and defective products are not accepted from the customer just because he is CMMI or ISO. Another problem is wrong method of implementation. Waterfall model is a preferred life cycle and it certainly takes more time, sometimes 18 months or even more. This is a very long period to hibernate without quality processes. There will be confusion because deliveries will be as usual without adherent quality processes, but attending to training on quality sessions will happen in parallel. If the period is not shortened, there will be total chaos. Another complaint is too much documentation. This happens if the documents are imported from another organization without taking into account the requirements of the present organization. Another problem is partial implementation. People implement the project, the processes only on a few projects for showcasing the assessment. That is, the process is misunderstood because of inadequate training. Next, we'll have a look at the method, common method used for process implementation, that is waterfall. In waterfall method, the phases are performed one after another. Take the example of a software project. The phases are requirement phase, planning, design, coding, and then testing, and finally delivery. These are done one after another. Similarly, for quality process implementation, there will be a requirement phase during which we decide which quality process model to choose, for example, CMMI or ISO. There will be a design phase during which processes are designed. The processes are documented as procedures, templates, etc. Then the processes are piloted in a few projects to verify whether the processes are suitable and to also identify improvements. The processes are corrected and implemented across the organization subsequently. So the whole waterfall model takes around 15 to 18 months time. Next, so what is wrong with these? Certification as an objective is disastrous. Some smart managers have found out an innovative solution to certification. Execution of internal projects. The idea is to showcase projects for assessment without affecting external deliveries. They pick up the team which is in benches or about to be in benches and also to do some internal projects like some tools which perhaps automate Excel sheets. In this case, they may temporarily solve the problem for implementing the processes, but this is destructive to the organization. Teams start believing that the quality processes are only for internal projects and not for external deliveries. Not only that, we start thinking if the senior management can resort to these type of practices, why not us? They manipulate data in templates and project greener picture to the senior management, and the whole organization loses business slowly and the organization starts reporting negative results. But ultimately, the blame is put on the poor quality processes, and the team and senior management believe quality processes are not good and the organization doesn't need them. Overlaying the quality processes on the existing processes is totally undesirable. Processes will be followed under compulsion during and prior to assessment and will be ignored totally after certification. Teams will go back to the old ways with a vengeance. This is somewhat akin to preparing for examination. Serious during and just prior to exams and everything forgotten after exams. Another innovation by some is showcasing a few projects for the assessment. Only the areas chosen for assessment follow the processes and others do normal work as usual. The showcase people usually leave the organization after assessment and the entire organization will be put back by a few years. Another loud voice heard in the organization is quality overhead. Quality is considered as an extra fitting and not part of the organization processes. They don't take quality benefits into account, but only the expenditure on quality, which is a very small percentage of the future benefits. Another set of people believe they can impress the customer with a quality certificate and expect customer orders continuously just based on the certificate. They don't realize quality certificate is only an entry pass and doesn't ensure continuous orders. They are not aware that customers are equally knowledgeable about the quality processes and fail to realize that repeat orders are based only on performance and not on the certificate. Next, now we'll see with all the problems of waterfall model, we'll see what is the suitable method will Agile fit into this? Now, Agile is being widely used for software development, and we'll try to apply Agile practices to software quality implementation. Now we will have a look at the Agile Software Development Manifesto, how it can be rewritten or used for quality process implementation. Individuals and interactions are more important because they are the ones who are going to use the processes and tools. A good process in the hands of a skilled individual will be highly beneficial to the organization. A process that is not followed is as good as no process. Excess documentation makes people document sick, and hence documents need to be optimized. Instead of spending extra time in filling up unnecessary documents, this time can be better utilized for development activities. I have come across an organization having 3 different templates for minutes of meeting. Filling up takes more time than the meeting itself. One to write down verbatim what people say, another for action items, and another for tracking and status reporting. It consists of 6 to 7 pages. The reason is that the chief wanted to know if the meetings are effective and hence it's a template. Interacting with the customers more helps to understand the requirements better and find out the defects early. This makes the implementation easier, earlier, and beneficial. Rework and maintenance costs decrease, and this time can be better used for new opportunities. Responding to changes to customer and market requirements make an organization highly competitive, and this aspect decides who is the market leader. Next, let us rewrite for quality. In the following discussions, we will see how to adopt the Agile Manifesto of software development for quality implementation. When we apply Agile techniques for quality processes, we will rewrite software development as software quality. Next. We are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others do it, which can be rewritten as we are uncovering better ways of implementing software quality processes by doing them and helping others do them. An unimplemented quality process is like dormant energy. When it is activated, productivity and profit are unleashed. Next is through this work, come to value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Now, the individuals are important, interaction is important, but what is more important is skilled individuals and effective interactions. A skilled individual is important to the organization, which means efforts are to be made to make an individual skilled. Skill evaluation, identifying improvement areas, and right training are the right steps to achieve this. Effective interaction makes 1 plus 1 as 3, and this is a force multiplier. Working software over comprehensive documentation. Now, working software should also be a quality software, meaning should be meeting the requirements of the customer. Working software is desirable, but software meeting the customer requirements is essential. Software meeting the customer requirements is quality software. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Now for quality, we rewrite as team collaboration over comprehensive documentation. Contracts may be suitable for waterfall model-based development where the requirements do not change often. But nowadays, with technology advancing fast and customer requirements changing, this model cannot respond as much. Customer collaboration, customer interaction, and simply put, responding to the voice of the customer is the need of the present market. Involving the customer from beginning to end is the best way to avoid future negative surprises. To have effective customer collaboration, team collaboration is necessary. Responding to change or following a plan. Now, here we are changing for quality, rewriting as responding to change over following processes. The moment we start following processes, we identify some weaknesses in the processes, we identify some improvements to the processes, and the team should respond to the change in the process as and when required. Next, this is the most important portion of the manifesto, which is mostly unread and often ignored. Novices quote the manifesto as agile is no process, no planning, no testing, etc., which is totally wrong and misinterpreted. Agile says the items on the left side have more value than the items on the right. It doesn't say items on the right have no value. In fact, they have a positional value. Left side becomes more effective when the right side is meaningful. Now, in this, we summarize the Agile Quality Processes Manifesto derived from Agile Software Development Manifesto. Same way, we can rewrite the principles behind Agile from software development principles. Here, the valuable does not only imply monetary value alone, but also includes quality value. That is, zero defect software developed, delivered. We find references of Agile practices in CMMI. As I said earlier, Agile is not a new invention. It is based on certain quality standards and quality model like CMMI or ISO. In all these principles, I will be showing the link to CMMI. Similarly, a link can be shown to ISO also, but here I have preferred to show the links to references to CMMI. For example, for this, we follow this principle. Our highest priority is to satisfy the customers through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. We can find the references of specific practices in project planning and integrated project management. Next is welcome change requirements even late in development. Agile processes harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. You can find references for this at RUPM, where managing the change requirements is discussed. Next is deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to the shorter time cycle. We can rewrite for quality, deliver quality software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to shorter time scale. For reference, you can have a look at PP and IPM, project planning, and integrated project management. Next is the Agile software development says business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. We can rewrite for quality. Business people, developers, and quality personnel must work together daily throughout the project. For references of this team working, you can have a look at IPM and OPD, integrated project management, and organization process development. Next is the Agile software development says build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. Now, motivation alone is not important. What is important is motivation combined with skill. So build a project around motivated and skilled individuals, give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. For references, we can have a look at IPM, Integrated Project Management, OPD, Organization Process Development, and Organizational Training. Next, the most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. You can read it for quality. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within development and quality teams is face-to-face conversation. I am just including the quality team part of the team. For references, you can look at the process area verification. Next, working software is a primary measure of progress. Not only working software is important, but also the quality software should be the primary measure of progress. For references, we can have a look at verification and validation of CMMI process area. Next, agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Here I am adding agile quality processes and adding quality personnel. To maintain the sustainable pace, we can have a look at the process area measurement. Next is continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Mostly, for references, we can have a look at organizational process focus and technical solution. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. For references, you can have a look at requirement development. Next, the best architecture, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. For references, we can have a look at integrated project management, OPD, organization process development, OPF, organization process focus. Next, at regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. The references can be found in measured organizational process focus areas of CMMI. So far, we have rewritten the Agile Software Development Manifesto and Agile Software as Software Quality Manifesto. We find great similarities. We also find similarities in Agile principles when we rewrite as Software Quality Principles, which means that we can easily adapt the Agile Software Development practices to software quality implementation practices. We find, not only we find great similarities between these two, and we find lot of references of Agile in CMMI. It also looks like Agile may be a designed process from CMMI. Similarly, you can also find the references in ISO standard. Next, people possess certain wrong views on Agile. Some people say Agile is no document, which is not right. Agile is no process, is not right. Agile is no planning, is not right. Agile is no testing, is not right. In fact, Agile needs to be practiced only by process mature companies and not by novices. If practiced by novices, Agile will be fragile and will even destroy the organization. Documents are necessary, but to be kept minimum or optimum. If documents are less, preparation time and cost are less, and hence maintenance cost is less. But one needs extensive experience for optimization. Planning is essential for Agile. Short-term planning needs deep understanding of the requirements compared to long-term planning. Breaking down the requirements to smaller pieces of deliverables and prioritize them as per customer needs is an art. The customer doesn't come out with priorities. Supplier organization has to visualize the product market and work out priorities accordingly. Unless the organization has managers with a good project management and product experience, plan will be a sham. Agile is no process is not right. In fact, we have seen with so many references of Agile Manifesto and Agile Principle, it is a designed process from CMI and derives foundation from ISO. One needs the deep process knowledge to work out the methodologies for Agile for an organization. Agile is no testing is not right. Testing cannot be done by a separate group, but has to be done by the developer himself or by the team. This needs a high level of ownership, which is possible only with highly driver is the team and the car is the process. Only experienced people can win. Inexperienced people will not only get themselves hurt and also destroy the organization. High level of training in processes is required. Merely attending 1 or 2 days seminar or program can only stimulate interest and not give competence. Organization should have implemented quality processes and the team should be process savvy. The team shall be able to break down the requirements into smaller deliverables, and the team shall be able to prioritize taking into account the market and customer requirements. Delivering working pieces that are not required by the customer is of no use. Next is communication skills are essential. They should be clearly able to communicate during stand-up meetings. Scrum Master shall be highly effective in solving the problems of the team and control the meetings. He should ensure availability of the team as per plan. At the same time, not interfere technically and give technical freedom to the team. It is wrong to assign a project manager the role of a Scrum Master just because he is in the bench. Next. For profitable implementation, you have to be clear about the objectives. The certification is the only objective. The objective can be realized, but not good for the organization. Use agile methodologies and not waterfall. Optimize the documentation. Avoid unnecessary documentation. Avoid importing documents from other companies. Implementation should not be for showcasing, but should be across the organization. Use trained and experienced personnel in quality for preparing the processes. It should also be process savvy. Is Agile different? Agile is not a unique process. We have seen the processes, the derived process, defined process from CMMI and has a lot of relationship to ISO. Only we have to tailor the process. Easiest thing to do is to say Agile is no process. That is for novices. But optimizing the process is really a challenge. Let us take the example of Agile estimation. It is similar to Delphi process. Whether one uses a printed cost or estimation or write down in a piece of paper, they are similar. Stand-up meeting is a type of review. For review, sitting or standing makes no difference for process mature personnel. Time limit can be set as 10 or 15 minutes for review. Leader or Scrum Master can control the meeting. For teams which have been practicing quality processes, Agile is easy and implementable. For no process people, agility will be a distant dream. Agile is not an alternate to no process. Final word, if used right, Agile will help to speed up quality models implementation. Agile can also be used for software development. Agile can be used for marketing. Agile can be used for any area as long as it is practice right. Thank you. Hello?
I hope you're able to see them.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. Now there is a two for questions. I'll click the questions. The first question is, when will be testing carried out in Agile model? For V model, it is parallel for Agile. Agile testing is done as and when the development is completed by the team. It can be done, the testing can be done either by the developer himself or by the team. That is, the question is from Chaitanya. Agile model for V model, it is parallel, but for Agile, see, Agile is an incremental model where we pick out the requirements, break it to smaller pieces, do the development, and do the testing. This is for software development. Same way, when you start implementing for quality, you pick out the process area. You prioritize the process area. Which one you want to do first? In fact, I would like to recommend that first you have the process areas concerning the basic infrastructure. You break down you identify the specific practices that are very important and start implementing them one after another. The moment you implement, you can verify the effectiveness of the process. The implementation and verification can go in parallel. Quality and testing are different aspects. Testing is actually a process area. Verification, would you like to know if this is correct? What are the process areas relevant to product sprint backlog, Scrum, velocities? I think it will go one by one. Quality and testing are different aspects. In fact, testing decides the quality. An untested product, we really don't know what is the quality. See, ultimately what people want to reach the level is no testing and ensure quality. Meaning, whatever the developer produces, that should be working fine, which is the ultimate dream for any organization. But to reach the stage, we have to have testing till the organization gets mature. What and all document can be considered for testing in Agile? In fact, this presentation is not about software development, and I think we can have a separate session for software development where we can look at all the documents required for Agile. Here in this session, we talk about the software quality implementation using Agile principles. Another question is, testing is actually a process area, verification. Would like to know if this is correct. Now, verification is a combination of testing and reviews. So, testing is one portion of the verification. What are the process areas relevant to product and sprint backlog? You can say PP, IPM, from velocity, can using measure areas, and what will be the measurements. The measurements the team has to really decide based on the objective. Maybe velocity could be one measure, team base could be another measure, so on. On slide 21, I feel you mentioned involve business people and developers. We agree that we need a person like application analyst who coordinates between business and development people. Ideally, co-located agile team is the best suited for agile. Interaction of the business people with other people is really essential because the requirements can be very easily understood when they are closer. In Agile, we are dividing into small pieces after integrating. We found issues that it may take more time to solve, which occurs more Ideally, co-located Agile team is best suited for Agile software development as well as Agile quality process. Ideally, co-located team is the best for both software development, Agile software development, and Agile quality processes. How to control scope creep in Agile process? What is the suggested contract type? Again, here we are not talking about the software development, but we are talking about using Agile principles for software quality implementation. How is testing different in Agile model versus waterfall model? This is again part of the software development activities. How is Agile different in terms of project estimation and test estimation? Can you please give any example in this? How is this beneficial over waterfall? What are the roles and responsibilities of Scrum Master in Agile project? For instance, can you elaborate the roles of Agile Master and Project Manager? This is again part of software development, but let me talk about quality. See, we have a team of quality people who identify the various process areas, prioritize the process areas after discussing with the various teams. They start preparing the processes in consultation with the project managers and implement. As and when they prepare, they implement across the various areas based on the priority order and get the performance feedback. This way, we don't wait like a waterfall. We don't wait for 15, 18 months for the process results to be known. But the moment we implement a process or a process area, we get a feedback and we get an opportunity for improvement. How do we ensure usability as key outcome of following quality procedure in Agile methodology? This again part of software development. How do you differ between Agile methodology and V model, which is better? Again, part of software development. How Agile works in mechanical design service companies. How Agile works in mechanical design service companies. I think the moment if I get more information on the kind of work done, we'll be able to work out a methodology for this company. How Agile comes into picture on how it has been implemented. Again, part of software development Agile. We are unable to hear, getting message webinar will start shortly. Okay, fine. I think we have completed all the questions and answers. Hello?
question, Thiru? You signed it. Are you able to see it?
Oh yeah, I completed all the questions.
Some questions have arrived. Yeah, some more questions have come up.
Some more questions have come up.
Yeah.
Hold on. The last question is, how do you differ between agile methodology and V model, which is better? This again part of software development, which is a different part of a different program. How agile works in mechanical design this company, but also is over. How agile comes into picture and how it has been implemented. Yeah. The questions are completed.
I'm really thankful to you for conducting this session. It was a great presentation. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank all our participants for their support in making this webinar a success. The recording of the session would be available on techgeek.com by evening. Thank you all. Have a great